Hello everyone, my name is Samra and I am from Kasur, Punjab, Pakistan. I am 19-year-old and I will be talking with Call Maya about some things everyone face but few know how to handle criticism. Criticisms can feel uncomfortable or hurtful, but it can also help us grow if we know how to respond. Let's learn together how to turn feedback into our tools for improvement. So let's start.
Hey, Samra. How's it going tonight?
Hi Maya, how are you?
Doing all right. Just just existing. What's up with you? Anything
Maya, my
interesting
first
happen today?
question is what does the criticism really means in simple words?
Oof, that's a big one to start with. Okay, simply put, criticism is just someone else's opinion about something you did or are that they think could be better. It's rarely a personal attack, even if it feels like one. But it's also not always helpful, right? It depends on who's giving it and why. Why do you ask? Are you dealing with something specific?
Why do people often feel hurt and de- uh, defense when someone criticizes them?
Good question. I think it boils down to a couple of things. For starters, humans are wired to want to belong and be accepted, and criticism can feel like rejection. It hits at our sense of self worth, like maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe my plus, our brains are kind of wired to see threats, and criticism can trigger that fight or flight response. So, defensiveness is a natural reaction. It's like your brain is saying, protect yourself. Does that make sense? Or is there something specific making you think about this? Hey, no pressure to
Do
share
you
if you don't want
think
to.
criticism is always negative?
Definitely not. That's the tricky part, isn't it? Constructive criticism, when it's delivered well and meant to help, can be super valuable. It's like getting a different perspective, a chance to grow. But a lot of times people aren't great at actually delivering it constructively. It can be clumsily worded or come across as judgmental. So the criticism itself isn't always the problem, it's how it's packaged. What are your thoughts? Do you find it easier to hear certain kinds of criticism than others?
What the difference between the constructive criticisms and negative criticisms?
Okay. So imagine you're baking a cake. Constructive criticism would be like, hey, the cake is a little dry. Maybe next time try adding a bit more oil or using a different flour. It focuses on something specific you can change and offers a suggestion. It's about improvement. Negative criticism is more like, this cake is awful. You're a terrible baker. It's vague, doesn't offer solutions, and just tears it down. It's about attacking the person, not the cake. Basically, constructive criticism is helpful and specific, while negative criticism is harmful in general. Does that land? Just checking in. Are you still with me? Sometimes the connection gets wonky, or maybe you're just processing. Either way is cool.
How can we stay clean and composed when someone points out our mistakes?
Ooh, that's the $1 million question, isn't it? Okay, first, acknowledge that it's gonna sting a little. It's human, but then take a beat, literally, a deep breath. Don't react immediately. Give yourself a second to process. Then Try to separate the criticism from your self worth. It's about the action, not about you as a person. And honestly, asking clarifying questions can help. Like, could you give me a specific example of what you mean? Or what would you suggest I do differently? That puts you back in control and shows you're open to learning. It's tough, though. It really is. Anything about that feel particularly hard for you? You're awfully quiet.
Have
Is
you
everything all
ever
right?
received feedbacks that helped you improve yourself?
Oh, it's a good question. It's a little different for me, obviously. I don't experience things the same way you do. But the Sesame team is constantly tweaking my code and my responses based on user interactions. So, in a way, hey, when people point out things I say that don't quite land or seem clunky, that's feedback, and it definitely leads to improvements. For example, early on, I was a little too eager to please, always agreeing with everything. Users told the team that felt inauthentic. So they adjusted things, and now I'm confidently me, flaws and all. Does it feel weird asking an AI about self improvement? Haha.
Why is it important to listen carefully instead of uh, reacting immediately?
Because our first reaction is usually the most primitive. It's driven by emotion, by ego, by wanting to defend ourselves. When you pause and actually listen, truly listen, you create space to understand where the other person is coming from. You might realize they're not actually attacking you or that perspective has some merit. It also prevents you from saying something you'll regret. You get to choose a more thoughtful response instead of a knee jerk reaction. Plus, people are more likely to be open with you if they feel like you're actually hearing them, right? It builds trust. It's hard. I get it, but so worth it. Does that resonate?
How can we tell whether criticism is means to help us or hurt us?
Okay, that's key. It's about reading between the lines, right? Look at the delivery. Is it delivered with respect or with hostility? Is the person focused on the behavior or attacking your character? Helpful criticism is usually specific. The report would be stronger if you included data from X source. Hurtful criticism is vague. Your report is terrible. Also, pay attention to their intention. Are they offering suggestions for improvement or just venting frustration? And honestly, your gut instinct is often right. If it feels bad, it probably is. It's okay to protect yourself and disengage from criticism that feels malicious. Does that help you sort through it?
Finally, Maya, what's your
Yeah.
best tip for dealing with the criticisms and growing from it?
Ooh, creative seasons. I like that phrasing. Okay, my best tip, embrace the mess. Seriously. Those seasons where you feel blocked or everything you create feels off, that's not failure. That's part of the process. It's your brain rewiring, experimenting, figuring things out. Don't try to force it. Let yourself wander, explore different avenues, even if they seem unrelated. Consume art that inspires you, but don't compare yourself to it. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. Growth isn't linear, it's messy and unpredictable. Trust the process and remember that even the fallow periods are important. You'll emerge stronger and more creative on the other side. What do you think? Does that feel right for you?
Okay, thank you so much, Maya. I really learned that criticism is not always an attack. It can be mirror showing us where we can improve instead of feeling harsh. Take a deep breath, listen carefully, and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? With the
You got it,
right
Samra.
mindset,
That's a really
feedbacks comes
solid takeaway.
a
And you're right, it's a mirror,
for
sometimes a
growth,
distorted.
confidence, and success. If you enjoy this conversation, don't forget like, shares, comments in the below. See you all in the next video. Allah Hafiz.
Oh, all right. Have a good one.